Hey everybody, welcome to this Final Fantasy playthrough. I decided to go ahead and play through some of these old games. A friend of mine and I just started a Final Fantasy 14 playthrough, a co-op playthrough. So I thought it might be fun to go through some of these old games. I bought all of the, I think it was 1 through 7 for the Switch, and I've only played through the first one so far. um, so let's go ahead and get after it, shall we? Always like watching these. I gotta get used to looking at the camera on my solo recordings. I'm so used to so used to looking at the chat. For a Nintendo game, this game had a pretty long lead-in. It's one of the less story-driven, as far as I can tell. This is the only one that I've played all the way through. I've played a little bit of Final Fantasy II, but we'll get around to that one as soon as we're done with this. Just to kind of let you know, kind of give you the 411 on this. You do have the ability to make some modifications to the game as far as like some of the settings and everything. So I've got it set to applying 2x XP, so we won't have to grind quite as much into the game. So did you, anybody watching this? Did you ever play this game when you were young, or have you ever played it when you were old? leave me a comment about your first experience with this game. This was my favorite game. I think with my Nintendo growing up. All right, good with that. Let's go ahead and go talk to the king real quick, and we'll get our marching orders. The king is searching for the prophesied warriors of light. Those crystals. You must see the king at once. So dramatic. So you'll notice my party makeup. I've played through this a few times. I've beaten it with the normal group. Your warrior, white mage, black mage, and then that fourth guy can be optional. I think I did it with a thief, so I could have a ninja the first time I played through. The last time I beat the game was with a full magic party. Red mage, white mage, 2 black mages. And it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's a little chintzy at first because you guys are a little weak. But once they start learning some spells, they can really wreck house. So if you haven't played with that group, I recommend it. It's pretty fun to play with. This one I'm playing with an all warrior with 1 white mage. I was thinking about using a red mage, but there's pros and cons to using both of them. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a white mage just to see how it goes. The red mage, he's a good fighter, but he's a little bit weak in terms of healing. The white mage, a very weak fighter until the end when you can get him a special sword. But he's he's able to keep the party up. So there are going to be some monsters that are resistant to weapon attacks. So I'm going to need somebody who can keep the party up while they're just bashing on the guy. But anyway, here we go. Here's the king. So I'm going to use my best impression of John Huston. He is the voice actor who did Gandalf in the animated Hobbit. So I thought that would be an appropriate voice for the kings. Welcome, travelers. I am told you carry crystals. Is this true? Yeah, there's our crystals, all of them. It is just as Lucan's prophecy foretold. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. Your Majesty, cannot be certain that these are the warriors foretold by prophecy. Always a naysayer, always somebody who doesn't believe in you. Yet they stand before us with the crystals. I cannot dismiss this as mere coincidence. Crystal bearers, there is a task I would ask of you. Will you rescue my daughter, Sarah? Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service. Maybe since he doesn't believe us, let's change his voice to a little bit of an elitist. Garland, a knight once in His Majesty's service, has abducted the Princess Sarah. I ask for your aid in this name of His Majesty, the King of Cornelia. Garland has taken refuge, the ruffian, in the Chaos Shrine, which lies to our north. Of course, we did attempt to save the princess ourselves. But Garland is the finest swordsman in the kingdom. We have none who can match him. He looks at us snidely as he says that, not believing we can match him either. Sure. I have heard that you wish to journey to the continent to our north. The bridge leading north was lost long ago, making passage impossible. You can rescue Sarah. I will have the bridge rebuilt as a token of my gratitude. Go now, warriors of light, and do not fail me. Alright, so we got our marching orders. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of a different format when these. Usually I do like 20-minute episodes. I'm gonna go a little bit longer form than this. Maybe do I may do 1-hour episodes, or I may just play through the whole thing and then just stitch them all together, and it'll be one long episode. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see what we're gonna do with that. All right, I don't think we need to talk to anybody else. Nobody else, but gonna give us any kind of like real information. All right, so let's get us some equipment. So let's take a peek at your reflection in the water. Ugh, you're filthy. Use this to wash up. Is the fountain talking to us? Though the only one who's really worth talking to is this girl here. At certain points during the game progression, she'll have hints for you. Hi there, I'm a dancer. What's that? You want to dance with me? Oh, JRPGs. All right, let's get us some weapons. All right, so for everybody, we're going to go ahead and get rapiers, and then for our knight, let's go ahead and do a staff for him. He might already have a staff. So let's get 3 of these. May have to come back in and buy it, but let's see, items. Let's equip. So we can go optimal. 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 Yeah, see, he's already got a staff, so we're good to go with him. All right, let's get him some armor. That way we're not squishy. Guess I could have gone in and gotten him armor, and only had to go through this and do it once. Then I can't get anything for the white mage. Let's get the white mage some magic, so he's not totally useless. Let's get cure. Yeah. And then we'll go protect. Well, should we do blink? It's the caster's evasion. That way he can have some protections. Now let's do blink. That'll be better to go with this point in time. And with whatever we have left, we'll go in here and we'll buy us some potions. It's always good to have a few potions. $11 gil left. I don't know if they called it. I don't know if they called it. We're calling it gil by this time. I've always just referred to it as gold. All right, so that's the place they're talking about is up here to the north. Ooh, straight off we're getting goblin guards. No match for us, though. So usually I go up here and I don't fight Garland until I hit level 5, but we may try him a little bit early. Let's see what we can what we can handle. Ooh, wow. This is a big group. Org right off the bat. That one ran away. Hey, don't be focusing on my healer. Let's do magic. keep his health up. So my guys, all of these characters. Oh no, my white mage is already dead. That's not good. Maybe I should have gone red mage. So these are all my unruly orc guys. Delahorn, Yurg, Proc, and then I play Orgo. For any of you guys who are have been to our channel before, familiar with some of our other. All right, let's see if I can get him back up on his feet. No. This isn't starting out good. Already have to go back to town and res the guy. I hope this is not an auspicious. Oh, we almost have another guy who's got down. This is an inauspicious beginning to this playthrough. I think we can handle some goblins. I don't think they can do 15 points of damage to us yet, or one hit. They're trying though. Look how his feet's sticking up. That's funny. Oh my gosh, my white mage is gonna be way behind in levels. Good. Gil. Wow. Rise, fallen warrior. You didn't make it too far, Orgo. Squishy. Let's see if we can, let's try this. Let's reorder. Let's see. Let's move him here. There we go. Because, Brock didn't get hit at all. We'll try that. He never got attacked that whole time. So one thing I've found, or I found really cool, when I first started creating my character for Final Fantasy XIV, I was just kind of sitting there, you know, admiring my handiwork, and or either that, or I was sitting at the login screen, the start screen, just kind of, I don't know what I was doing, messing around with something else on my desk, and the starting movie started to play. So I watched it, and if you can watch it. If you watch it the first time, watch it without the narration. I recommend watching it without the narration. It's 10 times better without the narration. But after that, after that full movie stopped and it goes back to the ended and it goes back to the login screen, it started in with that title music from this game on a harp, and it was a really cool moment. Really took me back to when I was playing this game and tied it all together back to the early days. That was just a really cool moment. Horses, 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 horses. Crazy horse. Oh, found another potion. Okay, so there's a couple of rooms in here that have some chests. We'll go ahead and raid those chests, and then we might go in and give Garland a try. We'll save the game and then give Garland a try. We'll probably be about level 5 by then anyway. Oh, not these guys again. Okay, so let's... try to protect him a little bit. Now the white mage is kind of strange. His hit points are going to stay, for the most part, on par with the fighters, which is kind of strange. Whereas the red mage, he's almost as weak. He's only just a little bit stronger than the black mages are, as far as his hit point progression, which I find kind of interesting. And it's another reason why I kind of chose to go white mage, because I don't know, it's an ODC thing for me. I want all of their hit points to be kind of around the same. Oops. Messed up that. Oh well, I think they'll kill him. Alright, so I think we're all level 3 now. Leather cap. Can my white mage wear that? Yep, okay. Give him a little bit more armor. I don't know how much armor really affects this game, but now this is the remastered, the remastered pixel remaster, and they did a really good job with the backgrounds, new scene transitions, and especially when we start casting spells. Well, you're not going to see it a whole lot with these guys because they don't have a whole lot of attack spells. But if you play it with a mage group, the spell animations are really cool. You get like lightning strikes and blizzards and fireballs and all kinds of stuff, whereas in the old game, you know, your guy just kind of ran up, made a little animation, and then there was like these bubbles that hit the guy or the mobs that you attacked successfully, and that was about all you got with the magic stuff. Like it looked mostly like that, like the staff attack. So what I'm gonna plan on doing is giving all of my fighters different weapons. I'll have one use a sword, one use an axe, and one use a hammer, just for a little bit of variety. Oh, cool! They all. Oh, my white mage is still level 4. That's okay though. Only one level behind. Ocean? Tent? So let's go ahead and try Garland. We'll go outside, we'll use our tent. get our health back. And then we'll see if we can do this in one trip. We're gonna level a little faster since I've got it double the XP. You can. I don't know how high it goes up, but it goes higher than double. But if you've got a Switch, I'm playing these on the Switch. If you've got a Switch, you've never played these games, I highly recommend playing them. They're great games. So there are 2 other rooms in here, but you have to have the key. You have to have a special key to get in there. All right, let's use our tent. And this is a new little thing as well. They didn't have this when you in the original game. This little animation. Alright, it's saved. And it does have an autosave. What kind of voice would Garland have? We'll just give him a Scottish accent. The king will have no choice but to exchange the kingdom for his daughter's life. Cornelia will be mine. Who's there? The king's lapdogs. Do you have any idea who you're messing with? You really think you have what it takes to cross swords with me? Very well, I, Garland, knock you all down. We'll see. He might, I don't know. Alright, let's do Link. That was a pretty good hit. He got first strike in. See how we go. Alright, he's back up to full health. I think we got him. I think he's gonna go down this round. Yeah, there he goes. Bye-bye, Garland.
You've come to rescue me. I am Sarah, Princess of Cornelia. Words could never be enough to thank you. That's the first time anyone's ever defeated Garland. You must allow me to show my gratitude. Please accompany me to the Castle Cornelia.
Alright, I guess we will. As that ominous crystal blinks and swirls in the background. Or what that's gonna have to do with this game. I'm not telling. Thank you for returning my daughter to my side. There can be no doubt that you are the warriors of light from Lucan's prophecy. You should hear the prophecy in its entirety. If I may. When darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. If they cannot gather the shards of light, the darkness will consume all. The 4 crystals will never shine again. Now, I hear that a crystal can be found on the continent to our north. Restoring light to the crystals is our only hope of ridding the world of the monsters which plague it. I will have the bridge to the north rebuilt, as I promised. I pray that you succeed in restoring light to the 4 crystals, and to the world. I think we can do it. All right, let's talk to the elitist. The dancing girl in town knows many odd bits of information. If you find yourself astray, try talking to her. She may know something that can put you back on course. All right, what do you have to say?
This loot has been entrusted to the princesses of Cornelia for many generations. When he abducted me, Garland took this loot as well. I want you to have it. It may aid you in your journey.
No, I did not just loot the princess. She gave me her loot. And you guys, you obtained the loot, L-U-T-E. Alright, here we go. Now we'll go get some real loot. Let's stop off by the town. We'll stop at the inn, and we'll also pick us up some... Oh, we got another little cutscene here. Work, work, work! Orders from His Majesty! We're to do our part to fulfill Lucan's prophecy. Oh, they're working fast now. Very efficient soldiers. Have to hand it to them. Those are some pretty good water effects for a Nintendo. Pretty good. I'm impressed. What does this bridge have to do with the prophecy? The 4 warriors of light are here. They're here in Cornelia. Alright, let's grab us a rest. So if you're new to the game, you can talk to those fellas over there over here on the other side. I don't remember if they were in the real game or not, or the original game or not. But you can talk to these guys, and they'll give you some information about certain game mechanics, things like that. So, I would be most happy to teach you about equipment. Would you care to listen? So he'll tell you about equipment. If you need to know about items, you've certainly come to the right person. As long as you're here, why not here, eh? No, I know about items. But if you've never played this game before, they can give you some hints on how to do things. Would you like to tarry for just a moment to hear about monsters? No. Monsters are scary. I've been known to give quite the lecture on the use of magic. Interested? No. But you guys, feel free to listen to them if you want. Alright, let's go up here and grab some potions. Then we will be off to the north. Let's see, how many potions do I have? Stock. I've got 5. Is that right? Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get 10 for now. The rest of these things, you can just check them out. You know, like this ether, this restores 1 point to a magic user's MP for each of their levels. Very handy to have for magic users, you know, especially black mages. Black mages can burn through their points like so fast. So it's really really useful for those guys. All right, let's head north. Get off this little island. So here's a little cutscene that we're going to be able to watch. Pretty much the same as what you would see in what I remembered seeing in the old game, or in the you know, the old the NES box. So let's use the king here to king's voice here to narrate. And so their quest began. As the 4 warriors of light, they felt overwhelmed by the great task destiny had placed before them. Not even know their true significance of the 4 crystals they held in their hands. The crystals that once, long ago, held a light that shone so brilliantly. Time for their journey had come. Time to cast off the veil of darkness and bring the world once more into light. I think it could scroll a little faster, but if I have to suffer through it, then so do you. Isn't that how we gamers think? I wish they would do a remake of this in Super Nintendo too. I would definitely buy all of those games in Super Nintendo for the Super Nintendo. I don't know at what point when they switched over to Super NES. I know Final Fantasy 1 and 2 are NES games. I don't know if 3 is Super NES. I'll have to look it up and see, but eventually we will be playing Super NES versions. Alright, let's start kicking some bow tie. It really bothers me that my white mage is no longer getting the same amount of XP as my or you know, is behind in XP. That's a critical. When you see that flash, screen flash, that means they got a critical. Alright, level 5. Oh no, they're level 6 already. And it also didn't have the minimap. That is very useful. Very, very useful. Oh, ogres! Let's see if we can soften that one up down on the bottom. While we take out the guy on the top. Oh, they didn't kill him. Ouch. Don't be hitting my white mage. At least he's not too far behind. Okay, so this is Parvoka. There was a guy in the village over in Castle Cornelia who says he's from here, and he goes, "Pirates are taking over my village!" So we're gonna have to go in here and fight some pirates. Please help us! This guy looks like a pirate. Green mohawk. Those blasted pirates. They're running around looting and pillaging like they own the place. Funny. Go in here and rest up a little bit. $50's a little pricey, but what can you do? Gotta have a place to lay your head. I think this is the, yeah, that's the church. Here's the weapons shop. Let's go ahead and upgrade our weapons before we go on and take on those pirates. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a broadsword. Hammer's attack +9. Let's go ahead and do a hammer. Battle axe. And... oh, I don't have enough money. Let's see. Alright, so I want Bellhorn to stay with... well, Jacob likes to use axes, so we'll do Bellhorn. We'll do an axe for Bellhorn. Oh, maybe I have to go over to the equip screen. Whip, battle axe. And see if the rapier is... so that's +9, 5, +5 accuracy. I don't think it's going to be that much of an issue at this point. Yeah, he only loses 2 points of accuracy. So we'll go ahead and get him. Normally I don't switch him over to a hammer until we get to the silver hammer, but it takes a long time to get there, so we'll work with this for now. I think that's it. Let's go ahead and sell off the stuff we're not using. Knives. Sell the clothes. Will he buy it? No, he probably won't buy those. Sell that. Okay. Alright, I'm out of money, so I can't go get any armor. I think we'll be alright fighting the pirates, though. Binky the Pirate, I think that's what his name is. That's him right there. Anybody down here we can talk to? No. Yarr! We've got cannonballs of steel to be taken on. You've got cannonballs of steel to be taken on the great pirate Beaky. Kill all 'em, boys! That's what I get for trying to do a pirate voice. Aye, aye, Captain. We'll make their bones go crunch. Alright, well, I don't know if they are going to or not, but... they're pretty weak. Just a lot of them. Not a bad hit. Wasn't really sure how well that hammer was going to perform, but I think we got him. Got him. And you take his ship, so now we can sail around. So there will be some amount of grinding in this game, but not as much. I be most sorry, young masters. I'll be making no more fuss, I swear. I want you to take me ship for your troubles. Can you find it in your heart to give an old pirate? Oh, I guess so. We obtain a ship. Go down here. Oh, we got a whole bunch of people out now. They say the elves living across the sea. There are elves living across the sea.
But the elf prince has fallen into a deep sleep and hasn't woken up.
So that's going to be problematic for us because he's got our key.
Because of you.
Or it's a female too.
Because of you, we needn't fear pirates anymore. Thank you so much.
These guys just have a shield. Gosh. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy 3 shields. They're handy. Everybody can wear leather gloves, so get 4 of those. And don't have enough to get him a broadsword, so we'll go out and fight a few enemies. What did I get him? Yeah, gloves. Oh yeah, I forgot to equip the gloves. The other guys. It is very easy to move around in the menus with the controllers, so that is one thing this game has going for it. We're gonna have so much money. We're not gonna have to spend it on very little magic. Let's see what this guy has to say. I don't think there are any ports to the north. A ship can only dock at a port, you know. He's from the country. Oh, there's an old man. It's always useful to go talk to the old men. They have useful information. I fled here from Melbourne, a town far to the west. It is a truly pitiable sight. The earth rots, and monsters attack in the night. Is there nothing you can do to help? Ah, we'll try. Can't get over there yet, though. There are many monsters in the Aldean Sea. Best be careful. Yep, that's true. I mean, they probably attack you more in the boat than they do. So there's our boat. They probably attack you more in the boat than they do on land. Let's run around here a little bit and take care of a couple of do a couple of fights. All right. Level 7. One more fight, we should be up to level up our white mage as well. So these dudes will poison you. Luckily, white mages can have spells that'll cure the poison, or you can have antidote, which are good. It's best to use the antidotes after the fight's over, because otherwise you can use your antidote, cure your guy, and then it just ends up poisoning him again before the fight's over. So it's best just to wait till the end of the fight. Yeah, see how our the white mage is somewhat keeping pace with the fighters? I've always found that kind of interesting. So if you're worried about cash, you can hop in your boat and you can go back over to Cornelia pretty quickly. If you need to stay in the inns quite a bit. Let's hop out in the boat and I'll show you what I mean. So the boat's pretty fast, but these guys will attack you all the time. These are Sahwagan. That's how you say that, Sahwagan. And they even mention these monsters in Final Fantasy XIV in the opening tutorial area. So these monsters have been in part of the Final Fantasy lore for a really long time. I don't know if they're D&D characters. There are a D&D character that's kind of like a fishman, but I can't recall what they're called or how you pronounce their name, but it does start with an S, and I think it's something similar. Now these guys are very susceptible to lightning attacks, but we're not going to have any lightning attacks, so we're just going to have to chop them up like fish bait. Oh yeah, I forgot to get my guy a broadsword. Oh well. We're not too far away from port. Let's go back and grab one real quick. So whenever you upgrade your weapons, you know, upgrade them as soon as you can for your fighters, because it really helps them perform better. I think they did a little bit of tweaking with that code, because I don't remember it being so. I don't remember it being such a. And it'll even tell you if it's a downgrade or not. Don't remember it being such a thing. In the old game. Alright. No, I don't want that. Whip. Got the battle axe. Hammer. Okay, so it's this guy. And there's really no sense in carrying around stuff that your weapons aren't going to break or anything. So just sell it back to the merchant when you get the chance. Oh, I forgot to sell those clothes. They may stack though. I'm pretty sure that these items will stack. So it's not like, you know, if you have a whole bunch of gloves, it's going to take up one space in your inventory. And I don't know if your inventory is limited or not. I've never gotten to the end of it. Never gotten to the point where it tells me you can't carry anymore. Now these eye guys, these guys are a little bit of trouble. They can paralyze you. So you want to try to take them out as quickly as possible. And another upgrade that they've made in this game is, if you'll see that I had, in the old game, if you had multiple guys attacking the same target, if the first guy destroyed the target, the second attacker would just attack and not hit anything. Now they have it to where he'll switch to another target if that happens. That way you're not wasting an attack, which is really cool. I thought that was a very good quality of life upgrade for this remastered version. And I will be using a walkthrough. I can't remember everything about where to go and where to find all the items and what to do, so I'll be using a walkthrough. I'll put the walkthrough that I use down in the description. I'll be using a walkthrough for all of these. Because I don't want to wander around aimlessly, not knowing what to do. I'm not the smartest gamer. Now, sometimes you get ambushed. So see how they paralyzed my guy? So those eyes, you gotta watch out for them. So far, this group's doing pretty good, though. Aside from that little hiccup we had in the beginning. Okay, so here's a Sahuagin chief. They're a little bit tougher, and then these sharks, they have a critical bite. They can bite you pretty hard. So we're gonna go ahead and go after the sharks first. They got a lot of health, too. So our white mage is 93 XP behind. So if you go straight south here, there's a port down at the bottom. We'll just go down there real quick, and that's where the Elf Kingdom is. Big groups of these guys are not that hard. They're just they're more like they're just a little bit tougher than those pirates. You will run into pirates, and they're just as weak as the other guys are, or the ones that were in town. They didn't have a block animation in the old game either. It's pretty cool. Chainmail's pretty good. You can skip the iron armor if you want for the fighters. I'll probably get it just for the playthrough, and because we're going to have quite a bit of cash on hand. But chainmail will get you through until I think it's silver armor's the next upgrade that you can get. But I think we have to get a canoe before we can get where we can buy silver armor. So this is the next place to come for spells, I believe. There's not there. I don't remember there being a spell shop in Parvoka, but you can come down here and the next spells. This is the there's some pretty heavy hitters here. Let's do blink. Yeah, see, I'm already able to cast up to level 4 spells, but I don't know any yet. So about the only thing that is dangerous here are snakes. They've got snakes in these groups, and they can poison you. So poison doesn't really do a whole lot when you're in combat, but once you start walking around, every step you take, your guys lose 1 hit point. So it's not something you want to be walking around with. It can kill them pretty quickly. Alright, so here's Elfheim. I just don't know what we can do. Please help our prince. $100 gil. Wow. Pricey. So you'll notice every time you go to a new village, the price of a night's stay is going to go up. Let's see what kind of weapons they've got. I don't think they have anything. They do have a... Oh, but he can't use that. Wonder why he can't... Wonder why the white mage can't use that staff. Huh. That's weird. There's the black shop. There's the yeah, this is the church. Let's see what kind of... I am a sage. When the time is right, the future is revealed to me. I shall wait patiently until then. You do that. You elves live for a long time anyway, so you can afford. All right, so here's some good stuff. So we can get them an iron shield, iron helmet. We can get them almost a full complement of iron, and then we can get this copper armlet for our white mage. That's going to be pretty expensive, though. I think we can go ahead and get them all helms. He's got the leather cap. There we go. We'll go ahead and grab some more potions. Buy another 5 potions. And then here we're going to need to start getting some antidotes. That'll give us 15 of those. And then we'll go ahead and get 5 antidotes. And then later on, you can get those high pots. They're restore more health for you. Weapons and armor made of mithril, and those are the silver weapons, are sturdy and powerful. You should give them a try. You'll be surprised. Anybody who's been around fantasy tropes for a while, fantasy lore, they'll know what mithril is. It's just a magical metal that you mine out of the ground. Our prince was meant to become the elf king, but will it happen now? It's another sage. I think they tell you something afterwards. After you save their... On a journey I once took to the west, I wandered into an ancient castle. Not a soul could be found inside, and the whole place gave me the creeps. I got out of there as fast as I could. If the prince does not awaken, there will be no elf king. We will be at the mercy of the dark elf's evil power. Oh, who's the dark elf? A nice field of daisies out here. No one knows where Astos, king of the dark elves, is gone. Oh, there's the king. That's the king of the dark elves, Astos. So this is a pretty cool thing. Here you go. This is a gravestone. Here lies Link. I've always wondered if, I'm pretty sure it does, but I've always wondered if this refers to Link from Legend of Zelda. And I've also wondered if this was just kind of a nudge at Nintendo themselves, or whoever created The Legend of Zelda, saying that this game was the Legend of Zelda killer. That's just a conspiracy theory. If anybody knows for sure, leave a comment. I'm sure everybody would love to know that bit of trivia. So here's the elf castle. And these guards, they'll just let you walk right in. Not very much. Astos' curse has put our prince into a deep sleep from which he cannot awake. Please, will you not aid our slumbering prince? Yeah, I'll go pinch his cheek, see if he'll wake up. The Dark Elf King, Astos, stole into the castle and placed a curse on our prince. Then Astos carted away the castle's treasures. Stole all the treasures, too. I think this is actually this treasure room. That's their treasure room there, and it's got some pretty good stuff in it. I think this is the prince's room here. Yep. The princess slept under the Astos curse for 5 years now. There must be a concoction that can rouse one who sleeps so, but where? Sawing logs. There's a guy out there that you can go talk to. Sometimes you can kind of walk around the outsides of the... I've heard rumors of a witch who can brew any potion you can imagine. Ah. I have to go talk to her. Let's see. I think her name was Matoya. Alright, well, we've been playing for about an hour now. So I think we're going to go ahead and call it for this particular episode. And then we'll pick it up. Let's go outside here and we'll let the game save. And then we'll pick it up again next time. So thank you for joining me for this playthrough of Final Fantasy 1. The whole plan is to go through all of the ones that I've got. I think I've got all the way up to 7. So we're going to play through all of those and just kind of get a little bit of lore history. For those of you, these are old games, so maybe a lot of you who are younger have never played through these before. Highly recommend them if you haven't. But if not, if you just don't have access to one of the systems that plays them or whatever, and you want to see how they're all about, we're going to through them here. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.